It's click anyway, but yeah.
Oh, you just ping your language proficiencies.
Yep.
And because you've got access to the sheet, it pings it for you as well.
Well, it rolls it to GM.
Right.
I always have on toggle. Both.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since Umbra told me about you can change it to toggle. I have both whisper toggle and roll toggle, like advantage
I
toggle.
have 2 languages.
Oh dear.
Only 4 counting common. It's not that many. You can't as easily have a gazillion languages as in Pathfinder.
I have 4 languages.
But
Yeah.
alrighty, stream is live. Miya, are you recording?
Oh yeah, I am recording.
My
Okay.
Cleric got about 7, I think.
Then, welcome back,
Ooh.
everybody, to Tomb of Annihilation. Where we last left off, you had just finished raiding your most recent shrine, and Moril did more damage to the party than all of the enemies combined. So we will pick up where we left off, with you just having recovered the puzzle cube and stepping outside to relink up with Sakaria, who had to go and do something.
She needed a leak.
She had to do necromancy things, hide her nose, go to the bathroom with her girlfriends.
I rest my case. She needed to take a leak.
always weird.
Anyways.
Always weird that women do that all together. Do they hold hands or something?
Anyways.
Sorry, my inner chance was coming out there.
Moving on.
Yes. Sounds like a good idea. You know, in between the coughing. Are you alright there? Don't die.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Excellent.
It's still early. It's not even noon.
If everyone's in decent shape, we can move on to the next shrine.
I guess I'm in somewhat decent shape.
I am indeed ready to go, but if we are heading to, I believe it is that shrine over there, and I point to 5 across the way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know that?
Yes, indeed, Ray.
I would like to make a small stop in. I need to make sure that, shall we say, my accommodation is still intact, and that one of my friends is still there.
If it is on the way.
Quite so.
As you're having this conversation, you hear a familiar voice say, "On the way to where? We're just about to link up with you." And you can see Zagmira picking away towards the shrine. Seems to be followed by one of the red wizards and a couple of their hired hands. You recognize the red wizard as, I believe it's Phasma. Sakaria.
Mm.
No, I can't remember what relationship it is there.
Let me find again if I like Phasma or not.
Yeah, if you can find that, can you pin it for me? Because I can't remember what you said either.
I don't know Phasma much. Only met her once.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you got
You killed
Zagmira
the
approaching.
people that I liked. And the one that I didn't like.
Oops. Hey, I rolled for it.
So, well,
Yeah, so you've got Zagmira picking away towards you.
okay. I quietly shrug to myself. That's about it.
I would know which Shrine 5 is, right? Ish.
Yes, give me
Yeah.
a moment. Yeah. I was just checking which
Yeah,
ones they've raided.
yeah,
They've raided Oberlacher, Moa, and Ankh. The shrine over there is Papazotl.
We are heading towards Papazotto's shrine.
I believe if we just wait here or in this vicinity for a few minutes, our serpentine friends will be coming from that direction. Rasmussen contacted me last night to say that he was going to take care of those 2 puzzle cubes. The death guess is too important to leave alone.
Well, that is definitely good news.
Should we rest for a while then?
I could do what with a short break, to be really honest.
Yeah, me too.
And a jug of wine, if I don't mind.
Oh, before I forget, we managed to recover. And she reaches into her pockets and pulls out 3 puzzle cubes.
3? Ooh.
Yep. Ankh, Oberlacher, and Moa.
Wow, you've been busy.
It helps to be able to split our focus and not have to worry about the Yuan-Ti.
It does help.
That
Yeah.
young Juju is a flail snail.
I'll hand over the jug.
I take the jug.
It is. I still find it very disturbing how you have managed such an alliance. But I am grateful for it.
That is a flail snail.
It's pretty.
It's
Pretty weird, yes.
I like-
valuable.
I like the
That's what it
opalescent
is.
shell.
That shell can be used in many ways.
Oh, I'm
Quite
quite
a-
sure.
It can be used to make... I don't remember which kind of magical shield, but it can be used...
Anti-magic.
Anti-magic shield.
Can it be used to make fire, though?
I do believe it is an elemental.
Ooh. I like it even more now.
Flail snail is indeed elemental.
So, can we roll some dice, take a short break?
Yes. Yes, you absolutely can. Actually, Lantern, were you wanting to lead them to your place of residence?
I shall.
Okay. You lead them over. Would you like to describe what they see as they step inside?
Oh god, I haven't thought this part through.
Oh, so where is it?
Yeah, whereabouts is it again?
You marked it. Is that building there?
Oh yeah, my little tiny dot is very small.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Oh
That's what
my.
he said.
Wow.
I'm just gonna put up 3. 4.
It is basically taken as one of these old abandoned buildings. Most of the overgrown foliage has been cut and hacked away to make room for a place to actually stay, where there's a lot of furs and leathers, some hung up and strewn, and it's still very natural and what many would say is abandoned, but it's made up for a bit more comfort. There are sort of, like I say, furs and leathers on the floor for sort of seating areas, and when I say seating areas, I mean you're probably going to have to kneel or sit cross-legged. Little to no furniture whatsoever, and very basic, not even appliances, literally just a campfire and small pots and pans. Enough for quite a few people, actually. And sitting by the fire, keeping it stoked, Actually, no, it's in the middle of the day. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be lit at all.
Yeah. She's actually stirring a pot of stew when you get in.
Is another tabaxi, speckled ginger fur, and a blue cloth over her shoulders, torn and shredded to pieces, but still enough covering. Very where Hooded Lantern is lean, there isn't much meat on him, but it's where there is muscle, it is there and toned. She's getting on a bit wiry, but looks like she could still take care of herself.
Actually, when she does end up looking up and saying, Lantern, you've made it back, and who is this you've brought back with you? I don't recognize them.
No, neither do I until I met them earlier about yesterday. They are very strange ones. Did you know anything about a death curse?
It doesn't link any familiarity, although I thought I overheard Nails talking to some of the, what do they call them? Wizards? Sorcerers? Magic users. Talking about it, saying something about a death curse, though I couldn't quite figure out the details on where I was.
Well, a few of those wizards are with us now and are proving to be quite good allies. And as long as we walk with these, then we do not need to hide from the serpents anymore. These folk here, and I point to the party, have somehow managed to do the impossible and made allies to both, and made some sort of truce in all of Omu. Quite spectacular, if you ask me.
She stands up and gives the rest of you a solid look over with, well, it seems like she's judging weaponry, what ability people have. It's a small nod. Fairly impressive. So, why have you brought them to our abode, Lantern? You know that we keep this safe from outsiders.
Indeed, but first off, I wanted to check in on you, and second, I believe we are, from what they tell me, going into the tomb, whatever that is built into the wall at the very back.
Didn't you go on a scouting trip there the other day and decide that you never wanted to go back?
It did put my fur on end, I must admit. But my curiosity is getting the best of me at this time.
And why is it that you're so determined to go inside there? I thought you were hunting the King of Feathers.
They told me about the death curse, and he sort of bows his head. Do you remember me telling you about flask of wine and River Mist?
Of course. How could I forget?
They apparently have passed.
She bows her head.
Not only that, but if whatever is being held in there, according to our new friends here, their soul might be taken, and you know how much the souls are meaningful to me.
She looks up sharply. So, outsiders, what is this death curse that you're taking this young one to hunt down?
Well, it's essentially a curse that pretty much makes it impossible to, bring people back to life, and the rest, well, it will be consumed by, what was it called again?
You don't know.
Soulmonger.
That's what I call it.
Although there is the
Whatever
exception
that
to every rule, and that is me.
Yeah, this
You
one
have
here
to
is
It doesn't take much to see the mark of your deity upon you. It seems as though whoever they are has intervened, young one. You are fortunate.
Yeah, here's a little bit of a special cupcake.
What did Lantern mean when he said that the souls can pass on?
The soul move. As a matter of fact, you know what, Sakaria, you're better at talking about this.
There is something called the Soulmonger. We don't know exactly what it is, but it is apparently feeding on souls. It's preventing souls from moving on, from coming back, and apparently, yes, eating them.
And you say that the souls of River Mist and Flask of Wine are inside.
I do not know. I do not know these people. I've never met them.
I point
Phantom.
towards the ghost, or to me it's the spirit. Moril and Mercy. These were apparently the ones that were taken by River and Flask. They were the ones that knew, they were the ones that saw and taught me.
She raises her eyebrows to the three of you. What happened to them? River and Flask.
Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. Alright? You ready?
Give a nod.
They got burned to crisp by Tindara.
Cinderella.
So,
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Tinder for short.
they got burned to crisps by Tinder.
And you say their souls are inside this thing.
Not... Maybe? I don't know. It could be.
Do you know if the souls of those that have fallen can be freed by destroying this curse or soulmonger or whatever it is?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that those that have already lost their soul to the soulmongerer probably won't be seeing the light of day.
Because she's a little confused on, whether you can see them immediately eat and whether the souls are still there or not. That's what she's asking clarification on.
She's asking if the souls are still available for saving.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm telling. I don't know. Well, off game, I know. I know, but my character doesn't.
From what we've determined, people who knew someone whose soul is being eaten tend to hear it screaming?
Well, to be fair, I never particularly knew them. They were acquaintances and they were our hired guides.
If you travel with them, you will have known them. They are not hard to know.
Fair enough.
Or weren't.
Well, if you put it that way, then they're still out there.
Lantern, if you're going in, I think we can leave Nails to his quest. I'm not staying here while you hunt down this soulmonger. Especially not with the dreams.
Dreams.
Nails is going to get himself killed. He needs to be taken away. He cannot take the King of Feathers on his own.
Allow him to try. It is the glorious death he seeks and deserves at the end of his life. He's already going senile and can't recognize friend from foe. His choice is his own.
I know, but there is honorable death and there is suicide. At least if he stood a chance, I would be okay with it. But
allow him his choice.
Yes. And actually, yes. What dreams have you been having?
I'm surprised you have not with your connection to the ancestor spirits. There's something, a dark presence. It's every night I feel it glowing a shadow over my dreams. It feels like it's almost rising from below to smother everything in sight. I wake more and more unsettled every morning. It's been like that since we arrived.
Why did you not tell me sooner?
I presumed you would be having them as well, and that you didn't wish to speak about it.
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
It's no matter. My mistake.
I should warn you, I start looking around a bit more, not panicked, but a low level of it. The UNT are also meant to be arriving someplace soon to give more of these keys.
If it makes you feel better, we can wait for them outside, not lead them to your safe place.
That would be appreciated. I will stay in here out of sight. I have no love for the snakes. You are welcome to partake in food and rest while you're here. I'm sure Lantern wouldn't mind stepping outside every so often with your magic friends to wait for them.
I'm sort of shooting up and like, they're gonna put me into this, but and accepting
They're
of.
guests, Lantern. We can't ask them to disturb our hospitality to go and wait for the UNT.
Yes, you are right. Very well. Please make yourself at home.
Pop in
But-
for the stew if they're not outside. Rabbits
know.
and galang. You should enjoy it.
Say again, sorry.
You said it's rabbit and grung. You should enjoy it.
I must say there is a certain oddity at being able to speak to your food. When it's alive, that is.
Is that not the way with all food, though most won't understand you?
Well, true. Anyway, I shall check outside now at Antilo's. And
Do you want company?
I would not mind being on my own around those snakes.
Wouldn't mind being on your own or not being on your own?
I wouldn't mind not being on my own.
Okay,
Because what you
because
said was you wouldn't mind being alone.
yeah. I was like,
I think my nasaliness probably kicked that one out.
No, you just didn't even attempt to say not.
I did. I know I did say it, but I think between my voice and my nasalness, it just had the worst attempt at coming out possible.
I'll come outside with you. I probably left my zombies outside anyway.
I probably would have, even if you were intending to bring them in, I probably was like, they can stay outside.
Yeah.
they're outside zombies. I don't want them getting on the furniture and like molten flesh everywhere. It's too much to clean up. Like,
I will say it's going to
Oi,
take about the duration
That's
of
my
the
body, bitch. Be respectful.
I am going to say it will take about the time of the short rest for the UNT to arrive. If you want to have a conversation outside, then do.
Yep, so pretty much.
Right, Miya.
Oh,
So-
dear.
Is there a conversation that's going on outside, or are we time skipping?
Does Sakaria want to say anything?
Nah,
Okay.
she died from coughing. She doesn't. She can't speak.
Rip Sakaria, gone and soon forgotten.
I imagine just.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say, Miya, you're gonna have to roll a new character again.
So, if there's no other conversations that people are particularly wanting to have, then we'll try and skip forwards.
Yeah, no, just snarky jokes. That's all.
Fair.
Oh, I'm
Then-
sure Copperbell would be totally on that.
Oh yeah, she's like over the course. She's occasionally cracking jokes. She gets more jokey and lighthearted as the time goes on. We're ready to return to a normal state. Rip Miya.
How's the stew?
Excellent. It's probably
Wonderful.
some of the best fare you've had since you left Port Nyanzaru. It seems like it's been prepped for quite a while.
Ooh.
That's very nice too, thank you.
I was planning it just for Lantern and I, but no reason not to share with guests. I'm glad you appreciate my cooking.
It's very kind of you.
If I heard that, I'd yell back in a very jokey manner, well, someone has to
Wait, someone has to what?
enjoy your cooking.
Ooh.
Just because you've never tasted proper food in your life doesn't mean that my cooking isn't excellent, and you well know it.
It's just laughter from outside.
Oh, she said that with a grin.
Yeah.
Yeah. About an hour goes by. And then you see, cutting their way through past the old bazaar, Razna see 2 abominations and about 12 Malisons.
I lean toward, or lean down, should I say, towards Sakaria. They are fine, and they are not going to try any of their manipulation or anything that I have seen, right?
Right. I'm gonna start ritual casting detect magic just to be on my guard.
Mhm.
And I'm also gonna call to the others.
Alright.
Come out.
As do I. As I stretch and go, oh man, I'm tired.
Whilst my posture is trying to be as relaxed as possible, my tail is very upright in sort of anxiety.
I guess it's wavering back and forth very, very intensively.
It still takes them a little while to arrive, as they're still going to make their way through the undergrowth. It seems like 1 or 2 of them have a kobold speared on the end of their weapons.
Okay.
So I'm just moving a character sheet, bear with me. There you go. You should now be able to see the Tabaxi Hunter character sheet for Copper Bell.
Mhm.
Tabaxi
Eventually.
Hunter. Yep. Yeah, I see it.
But eventually the Yuan team make their way to about 50 feet away from you and stop. Razan C slithers forward and calls out, "Don't worry, the force was mostly just for clearing the shrine and making sure we're protected in case you decide to try and attack us while we're in the open. We won't draw our weapons if you don't." He's holding his hands up openly, and he's not holding anything in them.
I wave.
So, you've managed to clear this far north, as I'm sure she has told you. We made a point of going to clear Nang Nang's shrine, and Papa's Otto's on our way over. As part of our deal, we will hand over the puzzle cubes.
Very much appreciated.
Remember our conditions. The Black Opal Crown. If you find it, we want it.
That can be arranged.
Besides that, once you leave the tomb, we will be happy to escort you out of the city, but you will remain no longer. Plus, I doubt it will be safe if the Lich discovers that his plan has been destroyed.
How about yourselves, if the Lich decides to make a visit?
We need to have a reckoning with him anyway. He owes us a lot for his treachery.
He kind of does, yeah.
If he does come and pay a visit, then so be it, though I doubt he knows where we've taken refuge.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Very well. Yeah. Once we're done, if we get to be done, who knows what's in the damn tomb? Yeah, we'll just be on our merry way.
He reaches both his hands down to pockets that he has and pulls out, and he's holding a puzzle cube in each hand. So, who's going to take them?
I'm gonna mage hand and grab one.
He gives you a mildly offended look, but
Look, okay,
Grab it.
this is how you do it. I walk up to him, and I'll be like, I'll gladly take it.
he holds it out for you to take, and offers his
Habit.
other.
Don't take it the wrong way.
He offers his other hand for a kind of warrior's handshake,
Yeah.
like forearm to forearm.
I shake it. I take the shake.
And he hands over the cube with no resistance and lets you return to it.
Sorry.
I give him a smirk and a nod, and I'd be like, we'll do our very best.
So, Zagmira, we're happy to trade shifts with you guarding the tomb to make sure no one tries to go in after this group.
Much
Or you
obliged.
can take it. She seems to be thinking on it for a moment. If you guys want to jump in on this conversation, do.
Well, we would do appreciate if nobody would come in to disturb us. Unless, they have the same intentions as us.
I am not sure what defenses the Yuan-Ti have. Not Yuan-Ti. There. I'm not sure what defenses the Lich might have put up or what other groups may be interested. It may be that another group like the Yellow Banner will turn up and kill anyone in their way.
That would be unfortunate, yes.
Well, do whatever seems the best course of action on the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that we trust your decision making. It's gotten you pretty far so far. Well then, all cubes, right? Or are we missing any?
I do believe we have them all.
How many do we have currently? That's set out of character, by the way.
We seem to
believe you have
all
9.
Yeah. Although I'm not quite sure how, because we got 4,
3 from the Red Wizards, 2 from the Yuan-Ti.
Oh, right, I cannot maths. Don't mind me.
And you're supposed to be the wizard in the party.
No, it's sick Miya who cannot math.
Fair enough. Right.
Conveniently well-placed coughing at the end there.
Right, we should be on our merry way then.
Alrighty. And are you heading on up to... Are you heading on up to the tomb?
Yeah. Let's get
Also-
this over with.
Side note, just have to step out of the session for a second. True, thank you for that subscription. She's
Ooh.
subscribed on Twitch.
Nice.
Thank you! But alrighty.
I'll say my farewells and probably offer the advice of if there is nothing left here for you, Copper,
Oh, Belle said she's coming with you.
into the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm assuming Zagmira and Thala are staying out.
Correct.
I would probably try and fight her on that and say You shouldn't, but ultimately concede when she insists.
She insists as part of the conversation in the hut that you guys have made.
Right. Yeah, she's going with them.
By the way, I turned. Oh, bloody hell, what was his name again? What was his?
Thinking?
What was
If you mean the UNT lady, Rasmussen?
Yeah, Rasnazi. I look at Rasnazi and I kind of tilt my hand and was like, do you think you could borrow a couple of men for escort to the tomb? Just in case. Just to make the trip easier.
He gestures for a couple of his Malisons to step forward. They're both type 1s. Yeah.
Much obliged.
These two will look after you. Anything tries anything, it won't be trying it for very long.
Very well. You have my thanks. Right. Shall we? As I start turning my feet towards north.
Let's go.
I give one final worried expression to Copper and follow the group.
Mm-hmm.
Zekmira, are you accompanying us up to the entrance at least?
Gladly. Let's make this a joint expedition. Phasma, stay out of the way. Don't do anything stupid with the King of Feathers while I'm gone.
It
Well,
can
Red Wizard
cast
just nods.
spells.
And it is also my quarry.
When they say can cast spells,
I saw it, Mr. Step.
huh. Actually, I would like to study this before it does. How curious. Yeah.
I suppose that is something you'll have to discuss with Rasnasi while we are busy.
Indeed. We will try not to kill it when you are gone, young tabaxi.
I give a nod.
Alrighty. Let's you journey north.
Yay!
And I will move you over to layer 1. Near the base of the cliffs, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers. A second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of a cliff to the east. 3 stone gargoyles watch you from narrow ledges carved into the cliffside. Each has the face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape, and a silent scream.
I cautiously look at the gargoyles, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, gargoyles. I cautiously look at the gargoyles.
Make a perception check.
Sure. Just gonna find my precious D20. And I think it was a +4 on that. Double checking. Come on, I want to open my character sheet. Thank you. That is a +4, yes. How is a 23?
It seems to just be statues.
I say nothing as we proceed towards the tomb. Well, I proceed.
I'll point out a message on the thing here, by the way.
What?
So, actually, Umbra, do you want to explain what you do?
I walk up and just in front of everyone and just reach towards the inscription and just tap it. And then look back to the others. This might be something more up your alley. I could make heads or tails of it, but it probably has some way of getting into the tomb.
Yeah. Looking at it now, it's pointed out, you can see that it seems some vines and and plant growth have been cleared from this obelisk, revealing a warning. Well, a message written in stone. Give me 1 second, because sorry. Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle, and the seas dry up and the dead rise, and I, Asarak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter take heed. The enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides, don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
The enemies oppose. One stands between them.
The enemies are probably the 9 gods. They tend to go in pairs that hate each other. Except for one.
Yes, we're missing one. One stands between them.
Yes, that would be Unk the Flay Snail, probably.
Fair enough. In darkness it hides, don the mask or be seen.
That I do not know. Nor do I know who this or what this doomed child is.
Sounds like things we might find inside.
Yes.
Speak no truth, child. The keys turn on the inside only.
I should point out as well, from the last time that I was here and checked this place out, there is a very clear door over there behind the statue, and around that corner, as I point to there are a few statues of what look like those 9 gods, but aside from some oil being in the bottom, I couldn't find anything else.
Can Juju reach the plaque that says that?
How short is Juju again?
I'm logging back in now. My whole computer crashed.
She's
I
small.
believe it's a head height.
She's
I believe
small.
it's a head height for a human. So like
2'5".
6 feet up.
Uh,
If she stands on tiptoes, she can reach the bottom of it.
Okay, well, she's gonna walk over and she has a pen and paper, and she is trying to do a rubbing of the message, but she can't quite reach it.
I can do that for you if you want.
Yes, please.
I
Thank
say,
you.
putting my quill and paper as I was taking notes. I'll do the rubbing for you and hand it towards you.
Thank you. It is much appreciative. It's much faster than writing it all down.
I have to say, sometimes the simple thing is the best thing.
Yes, that is true. And then also, having a stool would also be a very nice and simple thing sometimes.
That is true.
Maybe you should buy a portable one when you get back to civilization.
I would
yes,
like
that
to
is on the
Sorry.
agenda.
I would like to have a look at those statues. Damn it.
I told you already, don't die.
I show her the way over to the statues.
Okay. One moment.
Sorry, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I inspect?
Alcoves run the length of a narrow tunnel, each one featuring a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil. Stop moving.
Sorry.
Sakaria, Moril, which puzzle cubes are you carrying? Like, which ones are you personally carrying?
I am carrying, if you give me a little bit of a moment.
Well, I'm carrying Nang Nang's, because that's the one I took from Rasnasi.
Okay. Sakaria, as soon as you step into the tunnel, the oil basin of the statue at the far end on the north side lights up, like catches fire.
I'm assuming the other ones are in the bag of holding.
Yeah, probably.
Moving down the hall from west to east, the opposing statues depict Moa the Jakuli and Wongo the Stew Monster, Idjin the Almiraj and Obalaka the Zorbo, Papazotl the Eblis and Kubazam the Frogamoth, and Nang Nang the Grung and Shigambi the Camadon.
I'm pretty sure that the one I've got is Paparazzi.
Okay. For as soon as you enter the tunnel, the basin of oil beneath the Eblis statue catches fire.
I am now clinging to the wall.
This is a good sign. Where is the statue of Ang, though?
Didn't mean Ankh.
Ang.
Maybe a perception check.
I get down from the wall.
Not great, and I do believe that I have 0 perception. That's a 7.
You have no idea.
Sakaria?
I just ask out loud.
Sakaria?
Yes.
What are you looking for? Again?
The statue of the flail snail.
Oh, he's a flail snail. Huh.
Moril, make me a perception check.
Sure. Oh gosh, 8.
Nope.
It's better than mine.
I never saw anything of the
fucking
sort.
clue.
I never saw anything of a flail snail around here, did I?
Make me a perception check, Manton, but no, you didn't.
I don't know why
Actually-
that was to GM, actually. That was meant to be to public, but
nope,
19
you
for
don't.
everyone's sake.
Actually, Sakaria and Moril, can you make me the check with advantage to roll again?
The rolls with advantage, right?
That's a nat 20.
There seems to be light coming from behind the end of the tunnel.
Interesting.
Holy shit, that's a secret door.
I didn't
Nangnang's
see
is
it.
over there, right? Anyway.
Yes.
So I'm gonna walk till the end. Excuse me.
Umbra, can you paste what I pinned in our chat?
That's going back a bit, man.
I pinned it for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Is there like an obvious place to put the cube?
There is not.
But the oil
It says
is
one
lit
stands
up, right?
between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the oil lit up when you entered the tunnel.
Can I
How long does detect magic last?
Oh, 10 minutes. It's not going at the moment.
Nope.
Can I examine where I saw a bit of light?
Holy shit, that's a secret door. And behind the doorway, there is a statue of a flail snail. Hanging from it is a golden pendant shaped like an eye.
Hey, you found it.
Can I take it?
Mm-hmm.
I take it.
It's worth 25 GP.
It's not magical. It's not the eye of whatever.
That's a gem. The Eye of Zaltek is a gem.
Right. Sorry, memory. If it's just a shiny, anyone interested? It seems worth money.
Hell, I'll take
Sure.
Have
it. Oh,
at
never
it.
mind, you can take it.
Stick it in the bag.
I'll head out.
Still,
Yeah. I get it in the bag. I'll put it in the bag.
Still nothing that looks like a place to put cubes in.
No.
Perhaps that's really not really what's, needed. Maybe we just have to present them, some door will open, we go
Yeah.
in, and from there we turn the keys.
Artsie, do take the other cubes out of the
I
bag
think
of
Lambton
holding.
wants to say something.
What's up, Lantern?
There is no door here from what I saw, but I do know where there are doors.
You want to show us?
As I'm leaving, I gesture towards the main entrance.
There's a door there.
I do advise not to play around with anything just in case. There is still more to show you. But to at least examine it and see if you'll find any more. Like, I had no idea that there was that secret door there. In fact, I didn't even know that oil would light up.
Apparently
Yes.
not, considering how you jumped up on the wall. I'm sorry, man, but that looked hilarious.
Yes, thank you. Fine, that was a thing that happened. Okay. Door, I point.
When I leave the tunnel with the light, the oil stay lit.
It goes out as soon as you leave.
Interesting.
Do I see this happen?
Are you paying attention?
I was looking more at where a hooded lantern pointed.
Which one did Juju have? It would have been the last one that we got. Is it?
Oh,
The
The
eighth
Sue
one?
monster, which I don't remember the name of.
Gambi?
Sue Monster, I believe, is
No, Shigambi is the Kamadan.
The one with the
Wongo.
monkey.
Wongo.
Wonga.
She sees that statue, she takes her little cube and go kneel down at it and just kind of.
When you step into the tunnel, the basin of oil under the Wongo statue lights up.
Juju's gonna go place her little puzzle piece in front of it and kneel down at it. And
You do as such.
Right, so I go check out this big honking door that hooded lantern is pointing at. What do I see?
Remember, don't touch!
I'm not touching! Eyes only, I get it.
A short tunnel ends at a slab of worked stone, whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
There's a cavity in the middle too, right?
Nope. There are only 8 cavities.
Sakaria, you want to have a look at this? You're the one well versed at this kind of stuff anyway.
Does it look like the cavities are the proper size for the cubes?
They do.
Yeah, it does.
I still suspect there's something to do with the
got some.
corridor and the statues first.
Yeah.
I would like to
Can
take
somebody
all
take all 9 and just
Yeah.
walk in there
that.
and see
That's
if one
what I
doesn't
was.
light up?
Yeah, I guess I could do it.
Suggest.
I could do it.
Right,
Heck, why not? It's
You
just
know
a bit
what,
of fire.
I will let this happen.
Okay.
I'll let this one go, and then I'll let you know. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Also, actually, Sakaria,
Yes.
you're not still holding on to the amulet, are you?
No, I gave it to Mercy.
Mercy, did you bag of hold it, or is it in a pocket?
Yes,
Never mind.
bag
then.
of holding.
Never mind
Everything
then. Ignore
important
me.
goes right there.
Ignore me. Never mind then.
So you're gonna take all the cubes and walk on in, are you?
Yes. I turn to Sakaria first, and I go to Mercy, and then I go to Juju. One at a time.
When you have all 9, you walk in. All 9
Yes, I
light
do.
up.
Also, I tell Ghostgren to step out, just in case.
All 9 light up.
Does anything happen
Nope.
besides that?
Nope.
Okay, so I yell out to the others, does anything happen with the door?
I look
I
at the
look
door.
to the door.
Nothing has changed.
Try coming back out now.
Okay. So, I guess that didn't work.
When he comes back out, do the lights turn off?
Yes, they do.
Damn it.
So I guess that's not right. Maybe the position of these statues right in here, right there, as I point into the small tunnel.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is there, like, can you re-describe how the things on the door
Sure.
are?
It is
and-
in Discord.
Thank you.
Oh, you mean the door, not the statues?
Yeah.
The statues are in Discord. The door. Short tunnel ends with a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
I should point out about now, as much as I love you trying all these different strategies and techniques, there is another door.
And it's a pretty big one, right?
It also has 9 of those things rather than 8.
Would you like to show us?
I, with a hop, skip, and a jump, bound through the bushes around Ghostgrin, over here, jumping straight into the bushes right here.
Whoops, I'm going
Sakaria
to
is
map
kind
layer
of
for that one.
glaring at you.
Put my head out and
Don't
just
mind
like
me.
beckon them in to this bush here.
Don't mind me. There was totally a cliff face there where there's now a tunnel.
Okay.
Pulling aside the heavy undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face. Stone skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeches out from within. A slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities, arranged in 3 rows of 3.
Right, so, okay.
I'll put you onto a map.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. I don't need to draw.
Nope.
So, Sakaria, you're the one who knows about these gods the most, alright?
So, on this page, you will find at the bottom icons representing the 9 puzzle cubes. You have in Discord the description of 8 of them. The 9th one is Unk, the file snail. You all have the ability to move and place them as you wish. This is a 3x3 grid.
So,
I'll be
Sakaria,
doing
you...
this with Mage Hand,
Okay.
staying at a reasonable distance.
Oh,
First one is obvious.
yes, that's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. As you take it from my hand, and I'm like, well, hold on, well, whatever. You have a 30 feet
From
range on that
west to east.
Don't die. Don't die.
I'll be
I'm
right back,
trying.
guys. I gotta transition to my car.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Now, clearly the others need to be the pairs facing each other. But the question
I would
is,
suggest.
is it important where?
Oh, that is a pretty good question. I do not know the answer to that one. Guessing. Granted how our journey's been thus far, something's horrible gonna happen if we do it wrong.
I mean, I may not be the brightest, or rather as bright as my fur is, but I would not be able to see a pattern in the pairs of the statues and this grid.
Yeah, me neither.
You all have the
Well,
ability to move the puzzle cubes.
Yep.
Sorry, Hobbit. What was that?
Does the representation of where these were found in the city have anything to do
Does the representation of what? Sorry?
where we found these tiles within the city? Like, the northernmost one goes in the north. I
You
wouldn't
don't
be
know.
able to look because of the, we can't see the other map.
You don't know.
Looking at the map, do they go into a full sort of circle around the central one?
They
I
do
can't
not.
see the other map. Okay.
I wouldn't say that they do, no.
Okay.
Then let's try pairing them off.
No.
Moa
Right.
and Wongo. The Jakuli, the snake.
I
This is
stand
the
back.
Is
this is the
that the
monkey.
Jakuli?
No, this the
That
snake.
is the
That's
Kamadan that's been moved to the
Oh.
top left.
Right, I'll put that back then. I forget which one's the Jakuli.
this one.
It's a snake.
Alright.
And opposite it, the Su monster. Anything happens?
They click into place.
So, the Mirage.
And Zorbo.
Does anyone else want to play with these? Because they are kind of fun.
They are fun, but no.
Is the Eblis the thing that looks like an ibis?
Yes. The Abyss is the bird.
Click that one.
Burp is the word.
Frog 'em off.
Leading the Grung. Ooh. Good. Very good.
And
And
the
the Kamadan.
Kamadan.
I'll just check your solution.
It's all wrong! We'd all die.
Ijin and Obalaka, Kubazan and... Where the fuck? There's Kubazan. Kubazan and... Papazotto, Shigambi and... Nang Nang and... Yep. With that... Oops. The 9 cubes flare with light, then disappear. Growling like an angry beast, the slab begins to slide up into the ceiling. Give me a moment, you are going to have to move your cameras again. I'm in the process of setting up the map. Because, yay, dynamic lighting. Alrighty. Remember to move the rest of the tokens that are on the map. Looking at Juju
Yeah,
and you
just-
go screw the zombies and all that.
Yeah, I was in the process of moving all of my familiars.
Yep.
Help.
Another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface, with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
I want to ask just real quick now. Does anyone want to take Copper Bell, or should I?
Please do.
I won't. Not me.
No, you already have enough to look after.
I'm just pointing out, does anyone else want to control another one? If not, then I'll take Copper Bell.
You can take Copper Bell.
I'm hoping this isn't going to completely screw up your entire, thingy sheets, but I'm renaming it to Copper Bell. I don't think it's fucked anything up, so we're good.
Right. I look around as I step through the door for the first 5 feet.
Mm-hmm. Make a perception check.
I do as such. Where the hell are my dice? Seriously, this is ridiculous. I'll just take this one. That is a 16.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Just what's already been described.
Okay. I walk closer, check it
Okay,
out.
stop.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you reach there, the skull's jaws creak open, and the skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. With a click, the timer rotates, and sand starts to trickle into its lower globe. 10.
Whoa.
9.
Hold on. Can you say that again? Was it a crystal hourglass, right?
Yes. 8.
Okay. And these were key slots? No? Wait.
No, there's just a lever in the middle. 7.
Lever. I guess I...
Pull the lever?
Yeah, right! I pulled the lever! Out of panic! I pulled the damn lever out of panic!
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
I'm putting my shield up, just in case anything comes out.
Yes, you did, Sakaria. Maybe don't say saving throw. Well, you pull the lever. 5. And the
Okay.
two doors beneath you split open along a central seam. And you fall into a 20-foot pit, 20-foot deep pit lined with spikes.
Okay. Spells.
Hang on, you are going to take some damage. You take from the fall, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Ow. You also get impaled by fucking hell. 4 spikes. This is gonna hurt, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I very much doubt that. Which deal a total of 14. So 14 piercing and
That's total.
plus some poison damage.
Oh shit.
Which you are going to be poisoned for 24 hours. 4, 7 plus 5 is 12. Holy shit, 18 points of poison damage.
Okay, how much was the impaling? Was it 14?
14 piercing, 18 poison.
Okay, that brings me down to
3.
You already did the calculus?
Or I did the what?
You already calculated on my health or something?
No.
14, let's see.
2.
That brings me down to...
Still counting.
I am already... Oh, yeah. I am... hold on. I'll do the calculation right after I do that and get 2. Let me just see.
Where are you dimension dooring to?
Right next to
That was-
Sakaria.
You can misty step that distance.
Yeah, but I can't see it.
Okay,
So-
fair.
So there's a problem.
What's
Because
that?
you're within the dimensions of the tomb. You hear laughter, black laughter, 1 in your ears as you try and dimension door, and I'm afraid to everyone else, you disappear. I will move you to where you end up in just a second. I'm going to find it.
Oh, okay. That means I can peacefully calculate my health. Okay, that was 14 of that. That brings
So,
me down to
everyone else, 1. Moril has disappeared.
16.
Okay.
That is
I'm
not
just-
What do you
good.
do?
Holding this line with weapons drawn, shield up, sort of looking at the others like,
0. And with that, the sand timer retracts and the door opens.
Seriously?
Yes.
full on stewy, like
No,
90 degrees.
that was out loud in character.
Yes, seriously.
Full on stewy 90 degrees head tilt, like, really?
Okay, I'm going to move the dynamic lighting and then I'm going to switch over to Moril. Okay, however, before I do, one more reminder of the disclaimer for the benefit of stream. The tomb itself is incredibly dark and horrific in places. If at any point the description of a room is making someone uncomfortable, don't worry about stepping away. Just drop me a line in the Discord chat. Don't worry about stepping away to breathe if you personally are made uncomfortable. There are certain effects within the tomb which you've already noticed with Moril, where Dimension Door took him somewhere else. Juju, as you step inside, you feel almost as if a cold shiver passes over you and your connection to your god suddenly doesn't feel quite so real. Ghostgren, you have a deep sense of unease as soon as you step inside. Sakaria, having just seen what happened to Moril, you can now notice a tiny arcane ping in the back of your mind that seems to be interfering with some of your spells. Neb, I am going to
Kill
jump
me.
on over to you. Very possibly. let me put myself on this map.
Yes.
Because for benefit of stream.
Yeah.
Those of you who know my stream link, feel free to look because this room is nasty. Okay.
Wait, we're allowed to see the spoilers?
Well, you're going to hear the description of it anyway.
Okay.
You are in room 57. Okay. Okay. Neb.
Yes.
You arrive in a room half filled with rotting corpses. Protruding from one wall is a large green devil's face, its flared nostrils set just above the putrescent mass. A sconce above the face holds a flickering torch. For clarity, this room is filled from floor to about neck height with humanoid corpses in varying stages of decay, from freshly dead to almost skeletal to completely rotting. The smell is horrific.
Do I make like a constitution save to see if I don't throw up or something?
No.
Cool. That's I am very thankful for that.
The devil face is that thing protruding from the north wall.
Well, Brommy is not in there.
Well, okay. I look at my wounds. I sigh painfully as I slowly try to get back up on my feet, trying my very best to balance on the literal pile of corpses.
Okay.
And as I get back up, once I have my bearings, once I'm standing somewhat stably.
The area is difficult terrain.
I figured as much. I look over at this devil's face. I try to get a little bit closer to it to inspect it.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Gladly. Is that disadvantage because it's dark or something like that?
No.
Okay.
You have dark vision.
I do?
You're a tiefling.
All right. Yeah, I am. I totally forgot about that. Hi.
What's the total on the perception?
That's a nat 20, so 24.
Okay. The mouth of the green devil face is, closed at the moment. Though the nostrils each seem to contain a hollow cavity, each one containing a stone lever.
I step closer, keeping my focus on it as I look. How many stone levers was there?
2, one in each nostril.
Ah, okay. I attempt to look for some sort of clue as to which lever I should be pulling, or if any at all.
There is, from what you have at the moment, there is no discernible difference between the two of them.
Okay. Well, okay. This is gonna suck. I reach into my pocket. I take 1 gold coin.
Okay, I know what you're doing.
Yeah. I shake my head, sigh deeply as I flip it. Heads for left one, tails for right one. You decide.
Well, you're saying heads to left, tails to right, go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say... I'm gonna grab a D8.
Okay. Evens for left, odds for right.
Yes. It's odd. I pulled the right one.
Okay.
Carefully.
Cool. Yep.
I was like...
you pull the lever in the right nostril, and the devil's eyes glow red, and You are teleported. Give me a moment because I'm going to have to move you. You actually are going to rejoin the party.
And you are covered in snot for reaching into the nostrils.
I believe.
I was gonna say wrong lever, but actually it's the right lever. So
Nope.
never
And
mind.
Yeah, the
Moril.
right lever is the right lever.
Moril, you appear there.
Let me just zoom out. I appear. Let me just catch my bearings. I have to zoom out and zoom back in. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, and for the others, the floor closed back up as soon as Moril disappeared. For the others, Moril will be teleported there about as you get through this corridor. A moss-covered corridor extends beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall at a T-shaped intersection. Stop your zombie there. As in there. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness. Does your zombie actually move there, Sakaria? Miya, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yes, sorry, I forgot that I muted because coughing.
Okay. Second, your zombie steps there. 4 darts shoot out from tubes in the wall, and it doesn't matter because it's fucking immune to poison. Well, actually, no, it can still take the piercing damage. It can still take the piercing damage.
Oh, we are playing this game now.
Why are my zombies not at full health? They should be at full health.
This is what I was asking you earlier. Feel free to
Yeah.
restore them to full. 2 of the darts hit and deal a amazing grand total of 7 piercing damage.
On who?
Chant zombie.
Chant Zombie. That is a wonderful name. I guess as they reach that corridor, I appear and I'm
Not until they get to the end.
Oh, okay.
Why is it crossed out?
I'm marking. That's not chance. That's the square he's on that I've marked,
Okay.
saying there is a pressure plate there.
No. Chant Zombie's dead.
He's
2
allergic.
darts.
Allergic to needles.
Yeah, he's got a fright of shots.
Sorry, I dare not tell you that in Chance's background.
He's like phobic to doctors.
Do you want to keep moving them forward? Because they make, as sad as it is to see desecrated corpses, I must admit they make very good meat shields.
You can move chance before Ang Zombie.
Ang Zombie has 18 AC. Chance has 11.
I love it how nobody actually is, taking a moment to reflect upon Moril disappearing.
Chance is also not my body.
Juju would be very excited when you got back in the sense of, Pink One, you have returned.
He's not back yet.
Oh, dang. When he comes back, that's what she would say.
I'm effectively not back yet.
Also, wait, as a reminder, as soon as Juju enters the tomb, there's almost a shiver, like stepping through cold water, and it feels like your connection with Yondala, while not quite severed, isn't as strong as it normally is. Nothing happens when they step there, by the way.
Okay. Noted. It's just going to make her seem a little bit more twitchy than normal.
Okay, and Zombie steps forward. Click. And none of those darts are going to hit.
See, you're fine.
They might do.
Or do you also have a phobia of needles? Oh wait, I'm not there.
Oh, someone's marked already.
Click.
Which one?
Chance.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
All 4 of those are going to hit.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
Unfortunately, he can't take the poison damage.
How sad.
4, 7, 8. Wow.
Total?
Yes.
Wow.
Such harsh.
It's a D4 piercing damage per dart.
And a D20 poison damage.
Try 2.
I make a little hop over between the 2 pressure plates.
Yep. Easy to do. And it's about now that with a red flare of light, Moril reappears at the end of the corridor.
I throw a javelin at that joke.
Cold, sweaty, and bloodied, and eyes wide open, or, well, you can't see that. You're staring at his back.
Juju is going to go up to him.
Once you can safely make it through the traps.
Yeah. And at least when you have the
Hey,
turn.
it's moving me.
Hi.
I wonder
didn't
if
want to be moved
Juju...
yet.
Hey. I wonder if Juju reflects upon the big holes in Moril's body.
How much of healing, like, how far is your healing down? I can't see the screen out here now.
I have 13 health of 58.
So he be hurt.
Yeah, she be casting some healing on him. Whatever's not touched.
Oh, also, as you embrace more...
You made it to the end of the corridor, Juju.
Oh, cool. Well, she's hugging him and she's doing a lay upon the hands.
Well, as you're doing...
You're a cleric, you can't lay on hands.
Oh, dang. Well, it's not lay on hands, but it's basically
You're not a
touch.
paddling.
Cure
You mean
wounds.
cure wounds?
Yes.
At what level?
2.
Are you at your computer, or do you need me to?
Doesn't that also clear the poison from my body?
Nope.
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
No, you are... Oh yeah, shit, you should have made the perception check at disadvantage, but oh well.
Huh.
Yeah, you are
restoration
poisoned.
to get
Yeah.
rid of the poisoned, I believe.
As I get to him, do I see he's poisoned? Is there any way?
I mean, I'd imagine that he would tell you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast protection from poison on him.
What does it do?
It will cure the poison.
It protects them from poison.
Hey, I didn't know whether it cures or just pauses.
It might also have granted, resistance for a short period of time.
Yes.
Like sometimes those spells are, if they're currently poisoned, you suspend the effects for X amount of time. Sometimes it clears the condition. So I wanted to be sure.
In this case, all of the above.
Hold on.
And as a reminder, you get to the end of the corridor, and there is the bearded devil's face on the wall. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness.
Yeah, I ain't
Can
touching
Juju...
Nope.
Juju's also going to be cleaning him off with a handkerchief that has an image of Yolanda on it, but she's like trying to like scrub him off as she's doing cure wounds on him.
What's that, Miya?
That I ain't touching that thing.
What, me?
I
No,
noticed this. I'm making
Oh, so
my
you're
way.
telling me you'd be touching me?
Oh, you've seen that, Umbra? Yeah. A grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across, and plunging down into the darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels. You shouldn't be able to see that from where you're standing.
Hmm?
Well, I can.
This.
You shouldn't be able to see that from where you're standing.
Yes, I have line of sight.
You shouldn't be able to see that from where you're standing because it's not on your level.
Get on my level.
No, I'd rather not.
It's on a different part of the tomb.
I'm stealthing up to this barrier and peeking down.
Oh, I hate you. Give me a moment because I now have to figure out what map that room is on.
Gotta love multi-layer tombs.
Yep. Oh, I found it. At the bottom of the grand staircase, a resonant mechanical rumbling emanates from a dark shaft opening up in the middle of this chamber's floor. 4 cylindrical stone pedestals surround the shaft, 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and you can't see that from here. Squatting atop each pedestal is a large 4-armed gargoyle. This appears to be... You're on layer 1, this appears to be on layer 4.
Oh, so it's real far down.
So is that thing like a door, a window?
Oh, actually, from above, I will get to that. I'm trying to do Hooded Lantern first.
Yep.
Give me a moment. Each gargoyle is contained within a square made of metallic tiles embedded in the top of its pedestal. Starting with the northernmost pedestal and going clockwise, the tiles are copper, silver, gold, and platinum. That is another thing you notice about that room at the bottom.
Okay.
And to answer you, Sakaria, now I've got a moment. Creepers and vines cling to the walls of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. Through it, you can see a dark chamber.
Okay, but I can also see that thing.
Just about.
Yeah. We might have some company over there.
This vaulted tomb is overgrown with moss and creepers. A stone sarcophagus rests on a stepped dais in the middle of the floor. On the wall behind the sarcophagus, 2 large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones in niches along the wall. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers. An arched crystal window to the east, which is what you're looking through, so ignore that.
There was something about masks.
Don
Don the mask or be seen.
And as a note, unless otherwise noted, ceilings in the tomb are 8 feet high in corridors and 12 feet high in rooms. General features. Certain areas of the tomb are accessible only by way of narrow tunnels. Unless I tell you otherwise, these crawlways are 3 feet high, 2 feet wide. And all areas of the tomb are unlit, unless otherwise noted.
Is there anyone that doesn't have dark vision?
I guess we all have dark vision.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do.
We're a ghost.
Well, if you don't, you do now.
Okay.
I've given you whatever vision you're supposed to. Oh yeah, no, you emit light for 5 feet, but you can see any other light sources. So I don't know how much you can see in here.
Not much.
Being as I can see vision of other characters as well. Quite a lot.
Oh, fair. Then you're able to see fine.
By the way, that use of Dimension Door, that consumed a spell slot, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Figured.
But,
Why did
but the destination failed.
you don't say!
So wait, is that glass then?
Crystal.
Does it look like it's openable?
No. It's a window.
Well then, I guess we need to go this way.
There doesn't seem to be.
Make me
I
a
can't
perception
see
check.
any doors.
Make me a perception check.
15.
Nope.
If I touch the glass, it's there. Well, the crystal.
Yeah. Oh, it's there.
I will alert the party that I'm going back to where I snuck off to, so they're aware that I'm going that way.
The crystal window peers into the tomb, cannot be opened, and blocks all sound between the area you're in and that area.
Okay, fair. I think we
Anything
need to
down in
try
the
and
grate?
make our way there.
Oh,
Anything I'm feeling?
Mercy, make me a perception check. A rusted iron grate is set into the corridor floor. Through its bars, you see muddy water flowing past. You see a ceiling.
That's something.
Oh god, you're gonna take my habit and any time at the top of the staircase go, I look up, aren't you? I've been burned once by a staircase like that. I never take the chance again.
I mean, I once threw a dragon at her, and now she wants to flee from every tough encounter, so...
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
Mr. DM, I've just spotted this on the precipice of my vision because it emits light.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
I only see this, like, here, though.
Yeah. It is difficult to see through because something blocks the way. Give me a moment because I'm having to keep fast about things on opposite ends of my hand. So bear with me.
I'm gonna have to cut my recording and restart it.
Okay. Skulls crusted with dry